Hello, everyone. I am Kleber, PhD in Entrepreneurship and AI. And with me in Scholarship Mentor, Catarina Miranda. Welcome to this preparatory class for applying to universities and colleges. I want you to explain to our students all the types of scholarships and how they should think about which is their best option. Please.
Good morning. Good afternoon for some cases. $320,000. That is the approximate cost of a 4-year or 5-year course to get a degree at a top tier private university in the United States today. Tuition, room, boards, books, flights, pizza, it adds up. For most families around the world, that number is impossible. It's a mortgage. It's a lifetime of savings. And because of that number, many of you believe that studying in the US is a fantasy. I'm here today to tell you that for the right students at the right university, that price tag can drop to zero. But, and in this is a big but, the system is complex. It is bureaucracy, and it's entirely different from how universities work in your home country. In the next 10 to 20 minutes, we're going to learn how the language of American money, or learn the language of American money. Sorry. We'll discuss the difference between the need based and the merit based. Why public universities might not be your friends, and how to build a list that loves your wallet as much as your brain. Okay, grab your notebooks. We're gonna help you save a lot of money today. Before we start talking about scholarships, we must understand how asking for money affects your chances of getting in. This is the harsh reality of being an international applicant. There are two types of admissions policies regarding the money. One, need blind. This is the dream. It means that the university makes an admission decision without looking at the bank account. They decide they want you first and they look at your financials to help you pay. The catch, for international students, there are only about 5 to 7 schools in the entire state that are truly need blind. Usually Harvard, Yale, Princeton, MIT, Amherst, sometimes Dartmouth or Boyden. For everyone else, they are two. Need aware. This is 99% of schools. This means your ability to pay is a factor in the decision. If you are a brilliant student but you need a full scholarship, it is harder to get in than a slight less brilliant student who can pay the full price. Why? Because the university has a budget. They can't give everyone money. Does this mean you shouldn't apply? No, it just doesn't mean it just means you have to be better than average applicants to justify that statement. Investment. Sorry. Now, let's talk about the types of money. Need based aid. This is calculated strictly on your family's income and assets. If your parents make $100,000, the school calculates you can afford $20,000. So they give you up the rest. They give you the rest. They don't care if you are a genius or just a good. They care about what you need. The Ivy Leagues offer only need-based aid. Merit-based aid. This is a reward. This is for the student to have perfect grades, high SAT scores, or an incredible violin player. They give you this money to the and this sorry. They give you this money to entice you to attend. A billionaire's daughter can get a merit scholarship. A billionaire's daughter cannot get a need-based aid. So, where do you find these scholarships, you might ask? Many students spend hours Googling scholarships for international students. Stop doing that. Here is the hierarchy of funding. 1. Institutional aid, the big money. This is money that comes directly from the university's own pockets. This is where 90% of significant funding comes from. If you get a full ride, it's almost always from universities itself. 2. Private scholarships, the pocket change. These are external organizations, Rotary, World Bank, local foundations. While helpful, these are usually small amounts. 1,000 here, 2,000 there, and cannot fund a $8,000 education on a small private check. Focus your energy on institutional aid. 3. Athletic scholarship. This is the job. If you're an elite athlete, athlete, you can get paid in education to play for the school. But realize you are an employee of the team. If you get injured or quit the team, you might lose the money. 4. Government loans. Generally, international students are not eligible for the USA federal loans. Do not count on the FAFSA. You are looking for gift aid, money you do not have to pay back. Here is the biggest mistake I see international families make. They look at the sticker prices and say, "Oh, University of California, Berkeley, it's 45,000. Stanford is 80,000. Berkeley is cheaper, so I should apply there for financial reasons." Wrong. Let's distinguish between public states and private universities. Public universities like UCLA, University of Michigan, University of Texas are funded by American tax dollars. Their priority is to educate the people of their state. Generally speaking, public universities offer zero financial aid to the international student. If you get into Berkeley, you're likely paying the full $40,000 plus living expenses. Private universities like Stanford, Duke, William College are funded by private endowment donations. Stanford is $80,000, but if you are a low income student, Stanford might give you a scholarship of $75,000. So for you, that $80,000 school becomes a $5,000 school. The 45,000 school remains a 45,000 school. And the rule is if you need a lot of money, you are mostly exclusively looking at private universities with large endowments. So, how do we choose? We need a balanced list. If you need a full ride, you are looking for a needle in a haystack. You must apply to schools that are rich. They have a large endowment. Generous, they have a history of funding internationals. Looking for you, you add diversity to the campus. Don't look at the Ivy Leagues. Everyone applies there. Look at the liberal art colleges. Schools like Skidmore, Kenyon, Malakastar, Richmond, Trinity College. Why? Because these schools value the global perspective in their small classrooms. They often have specific merit scholarships for international leaders. Also, look at geography. A school in the middle of New York City gets thousands of international applications. A school in the Midwest, Ohio, Minnesota, Indiana might get fewer. They might be more willing to pay for a student from your country to diversify their campus. The safety school trap is the in the US. A safety school is a school that is easy to get into, but for the international students needing money, there is no such thing as a safety school. Why? Because the schools that are easy to get in usually don't have enough money to give you a full scholarship. If you need a full aid, every single school on your list is a reach school. You must understand the risk. Okay, practical application. How do we ask for money? You do not email the professor asking for cash. You fill out forms. One, the the CSS profile. This is a big one. It is run by the college board. It is invasive. If ask for everything, your parents' salary, their savings, their value of their house, the value of their car, how much they spend on groceries, how much, you must be accurate. Number two, the ISFAA. Some schools don't use the CSS profile. They use a free form called the International Student Financial Aid Application. Number three, supporting documents. You will likely need to send tax returns from your parents, translated into English, and bank statements. A warning on honesty. Do not lie. If you say you have $0 in your bank account statement, show $50,000 will be rejected. Conversely, do not say that you cannot pay $20,000 if you truly only pay $5,000 just to look better. If you get in and they expect you to pay if you get in, they expect you to pay $20,000 and you can't, you won't get a visa. Be honest. Be tragic. Strategic, sorry. To summarize, use higher ED is expensive, but prices discrimination exists. The sticker price is rarely what you pay if you are talented and needed. Know your budget. Have a hard conversation with your parents tonight. How much can we actually afford per year? Target private schools with large endowments, not state school. Applying for financial aid is like a second job. It requires spreadsheets, researches, and paperwork. But if you put in the hours, the effort, that can result into $20,000 or no, whoa, $200,000 or $300,000 return on your investment. That is a pretty good hourly wage. Don't let the price tag scare you away. Let it motivate you to find the path through the maze. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Catarina Miranda. Thank you very much for all the clarification. And if you want to successfully apply to university or colleges, or even want to win a scholarship, this is the right place. Thank you so much. Bye bye.